perfect image. Like obviously that's impossible in many factors, but it's more about aspiring to that, not like um how do you say it? Like well, you understand. Like for example, self-esteem and suicides. Like it's not always the case. Sometimes when you're aspiring to certain body type, it's because it's like a objective you have to yourself. And sometimes when you accomplish it, then you have even a better self-esteem. You feel better, and there are many benefits for you if you try to follow these beauty standards. For example, like even in the social habit, like you have a more probability of having a better job because people tend to be more acceptant towards you because of your image.
Yes, but that's the problem. This shouldn't be like this. The media can cause body dissatisfaction and low self esteem and eating disorders. These are the top most controversial topics right now, and these lead to many, many, many deaths. So I think, and we believe, Marco Polo and I, that by reducing and eliminating beauty standards, millions of people should be benefited, and by millions of people, to a low percentage of the world, basically everyone will prefer to save the bigger percentage of people right now. Carlos Diego,
So,
what do you
like,
think about this?
well, first you can explain me how is that related to the standards in a more amplified way, please?
Okay, so beauty standards set an image as a perfect body, and women and men, while trying to compare these, feel that they have a poor body image. This leads to many consequences as mental problems, including eating disorders and low self esteem, as well as depression, and this therefore leads to suicide or even low self esteem and depression is a really big problem right now. I don't think that because of women in Asia have long neck artifacts, many other people should die or suffer from these conditions. What do you think, Marco Polo?
Yeah, I also think that there are more the disadvantages of the beauty standards than the benefits because yeah, the beauty standards can help you to keep healthy, but there are like the majority of the people uh, suffer like mental problems because of the beauty standards. They it's a disadvantage, not a benefit of them. So also the beauty standards in the majority of the world, they are like only based on the wrong definition of beauty. They are not like you said, Jorge, like of the traditions and all that. The majority are because the wrong definition of beauty.
As
So
well
I
as
want
the.
to
I'm sorry to
no
interrupt. Continue, Marco.
no. I only want to say that I want to know the position of Carlos Diego.
Yes, please.
Well, well, retaking what Jorge says, nowadays it's important to have a beauty standard. Well, re- get into a beauty standard because of jobs, getting a job, including because, well, now asking you, Marco, if you have like a store or something like that, would you accept somebody with a good beauty or not? Someone that follows these standards.
But that is not the problem here because beauty standards are set by everyone, and trying to fulfill these may lead to bulimia and other illnesses. I don't think that because of becoming thin and becoming pretty, people should suffer from this. And many people in the world um, can tell you that this is a really big problem for them and that they should avoid from the first place trying to become prettier to what society thinks is pretty. Everyone is pretty in their inside, and that doesn't mean you have to be from the outside. That is only subject to any other people. So
I
I
thought,
might feel pretty to anyone else, but to someone else I might not, and that is not a problem here. The problem here is saving lives and avoiding low self esteem and depression, as well as mental problems. because this is really affecting people worldwide and millions of people are dying because of this.
So I want to make something clear, and it's like um, body image, anything that is not the only factor of these problems. You have to understand it because like sometimes it's more about familiars and friends and in general how people influence in us. Like maybe you feel like the industry may pressure you to have certain body image, but in its more cases, it's more about your family and friends that tell you like maybe you should eat less in order to lose weight. So it's
Yes, but
not
that is not a
that.
beauty standard. A beauty standard is a subject that people put to people, to other people, so they can become prettier to the people's eye.
Yeah,
Not
but
eating less
that's
and eating
something you
more
can
becomes
take
you
it or
prettier.
leave it. Like as I have mentioned before, you can either like it depends on how you take that message. Like you shouldn't feel pressured by other people to change your image. That's not how body standards should work. I understand that. How that's something that's changing right now. Like for example, in Spain there are many laws about the body industry and everything like that. That for example, the stores there had to have like clothes for every type of bodies. So it's not that like people try to pressure to that. It's something that's changing, but indeed it's changing. It's changing in a good way. Like maybe you like right now you can um, perceive it like something bad, something that may pressure teenagers to have bulimia, anorexia, feel depressed, but it's something that's changing right now. But
Jorge,
also
sorry to
there are
interrupt.
many good things about it. Um, for talk. Sorry.
Okay, sorry to interrupt, Jorge, but I think you're misleading the point here because you're telling basically to become healthier, which obviously is a really good thing, but that is not what beauty standard stands for. You know, beauty stand beauty standard stands for the objective of becoming prettier to the people's eye, not to becoming healthier. And also, by saying that you have to become thinner, you're excluding everyone that suffers from obesity or any other eating disorders or even is fat. And I don't think that's logical and that is fair to the people that we suffer from this, you know?
Okay, so you're telling that the body standard in general is thinner people, well, looking like a supermodel, but I have to still say that that's not the case in all the things.
But
For
you have
example, in
previously said
United
this.
States,
You
it's a
previously
very
said that
diverse
becoming
country.
thinner is
So
the beauty standard and becoming healthier. You're
yeah,
misleading the topic here and confusing two different sources and points
no,
of
I
view.
am not confusing it because like as you have said, Mano, as you have like discerned is that like thinner people is like the general body standard. Then if you want to achieve to be thinner, then you have to work out, take care more about how you eat because like for example, if I didn't care about being thinner, then I could eat chips all day and stay in the sofa, which is a bad style of life, you know?
Okay, but considering we are more than 5 billion people in Earth, 9% of people worldwide suffer from eating disorders because of the wish to becoming uh, and achieve beauty standards. So that is a big amount of people here we're talking about. And that is only 9% of the world. Imagine others that have already died. Like,
But in most of these cases, the body image is not the only factor. As I have said, it's more about social factors, their family, friends, how they pressure them, not the body standards uh, presented by the industry. And